Hey everybody, it's Cynthia and I'm back with haul number 3 from our live auction experience earlier this week. This one is a huge collection, okay, maybe not that huge, it's a pretty big collection of pinbacks, buttons. I grew up calling them buttons, but I guess people like to call them pinbacks or badges. Mostly political. So let me say right now, I am not making any political statement one way or the other. I don't necessarily agree or disagree with what any of these buttons say. I just got them in a bag and I'm going to sell them. The reason I bought them, ironically, was not for the political buttons. I bought the bag for that. The Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno from the television series. I'm so excited. I love that pin. So that was the reason I bought it. And again, I bought this bag not knowing mostly what was in it because you couldn't see a lot of it. And I'm not going to go through all of them because there are so many. I'm just going to give you a couple of highlights. For example, a couple of the pins are sealed. I think a lot of them might be pins that are reproduction, but a couple of them are sealed. So it looks like either the person who bought them or the seller had them sealed. So this one is I'm assuming, again, an official 1977 Carter Mondale button because it is sealed. The only other sealed one is this Stop Humphrey button. It does not have a date on it, but I'm assuming that means it's original. A lot of the other ones, for example, Adelaide Stevenson for president, the condition of this, I feel like this is obviously a repro button. I don't believe this is an original. It's still quite cool, as is this one, Man of the Hour, Woodrow Wilson. Again, thinking it's a repop, but oops, that's okay. Then there's some really weird little buttons, like this one's sort of interesting. At a glance, it almost looks like a Christmas badge, but it's obviously making a political statement. I know our button there. And this one, also interesting. I'm assuming this was when maybe they were putting up the Richard Nixon Library. Yep, there we go. And we've got pictures of a variety of presidents on that one. There's also a lot of more local pins like this. I'm for Carl Curtis, U.S. Senator. This looks like it's probably original, but I have no idea what the year is on that. Oh, a whole bag of these Wallace for presidents. Again, they look like repops, I'd say. This one is definitely a reproduction, but it's a very nice piece of art. I guess this was a pin from, as you can see, 1904 that was reproduced. Beautiful artwork on it, political cartoon. Again, I think there's value even though it is a reissue. There's a few non-political buttons like this. It's here, Vitatex Vitamin D, homogenized milk. The back is in bad shape. I don't know what this product is, so again, don't know if that's old or not. There's also a tiny little Ivory Snow button in here, which almost looks handmade. The way the Ivory Snow is on that, a little bit strange. And this is the only, like, very tiny Larry Owens was running for something in 98. So there's here it is, a Union pin in here as well, too. That's nice. That could be original. I can't imagine they would remake these, so I'm thinking this might be original to the 1960 date that's on it. In addition to all of this wide variety of buttons, I'll just give you a little look at some of the other ones. Here we go. So depending where you live in the country, you might recognize some of these buttons or people. Mammoth Sale. Needed that one today. It's Cyber Monday. Fitz. Do we know who Fitz is? Peace with Honor. Landon. I don't know. Is that an Obama pin? And then Count on Connie from Missouri. If you're in Missouri, you might know who that is. So in addition, there were 3 bags of generic pins that are kind of fun. These are pink flamingos that are so very Florida, Miami Vice. They don't say anything on them, and I'm not sure how much value they'll have if I'm better off trying to sell them as a whole bag. I don't know. Somebody out there probably loves pink flamingos. If you do and you want them, let me know. I also got about 20 of these Roy Lichtenstein. This is Girl with a Ribbon. It's one of his pop art pieces. It was made with just millions of tiny dots. You can't really see it in this print, but that's how the original prints were made. So comic book art style. And the final thing in there, I'm going to be careful showing you or send the kitties to bed right now. This is a set of St. Patrick's Day buttons like Kiss Me I'm Irish buttons, but they ask you to do some other really interesting things. Like we've got Erin Go Braless, pretty funny. You don't have to be Irish to be kinky. There is a Kiss Me I'm Irish in here. There is a, be careful what I'm showing you here because there's some stuff. Whip Me I'm Irish. And there is a step further than Kiss Me I'm Irish, somebody who wants a little bit more serious relationship with, well, actually, I don't know if that's a serious relationship, somebody that wants to get a little bit more involved on St. Patrick's Day. So these should be quite interesting on St. Patrick's Day. Couldn't find anything like them right now on eBay, but I imagine there are people who would like to advertise their unusual preferences on St. Patrick's Day. So that's what I've got. If you're interested in any of these, you can either let me know in the comments or you can go visit our store, Boris Basement, on eBay. I will try to get these listed. They'll probably be in groupings going forward, so if you want one specifically, let me know and we will make a deal.